Now, other interesting cultural news, you have Budlight college football tweet gets basically no like or support. Well, they do from one group of people. Now, these statistics are all taken within 24 hours of the post, and you had the original tweet where it was all these Bud Light cans, and I'm so disappointed. My college is actually on the picture, so damn it, Iowa. They have the logo on the can, so they got Bud Light cans as well as Bud Light aluminum bottles with college logos on them because they think Americans are so dumb that if they just see a logo they like plastered on a bottle or a can, they'll buy the pond water because of that emotional association they have with the good times they had in college. Which, again, this is what Bud Light should have been doing months ago, not hiring Dylan Mulvaney to destroy $28 billion in stock valuation and $400 million in sales just gone. So, again, people are seeing these images and they just know it's not authentic. You showed your true colors. We know you're just trying to pander us. And we also know you're trying to just buy your way out of the problem. They said publicly they're going to spend more money on marketing this year than ever before because they know how much they messed up. They won't admit it. They won't give an apology. But they want to get your love back somehow. Like a bad wife or a bad husband who made a mistake, but they won't admit it. But they come home with some flowers or a crappy cubic zirconic or a crappy piece of carbon, also known as a diamond, which is also useless, unless it's on a drill tip or a saw blade. Remember, that market is completely artificially controlled. It's just a useless piece of carbon. But nevertheless, it looks like in 24 hours, the post got 73,700 views, and today they got 286 likes, giving them a ratio of 0.38%. Now, the most popular responses, which of course they're all negative. Now, one of the most popular ones, a GIF of the Dr. Evil from Austin Powers with a little cliche, and he was saying, "How?" I guess I could try that impression. He goes, "How about no?" Not as bad as my Charles one, perhaps. Now that got 2,816 views and 90 likes, giving them a ratio of 3.2%. So quite more popular. Now you also have somebody by the name of Twizzler, and they say, quote, "the Budweiser Tea Party," unquote, and it has the founding fathers throwing, instead of tea, they're throwing off cases of Bud Light into the harbor. That one got 341 views and 34 likes. Not too bad. That's a 9.97% like ratio, which is pretty damn good. Now, interestingly enough, of course, they are ramping up their censorship more and more because I would say 20% of the responses, I just see an error that says this response was hidden by the original post author. More and more. And again, the one or two positive ones aren't from real people. They're from either a computer program or a shill. I look at them, and this one, we have a gal by the name of DD. Her handle is TGRDD. And she said, "Are you guys Missouri Tiger cans available in Kansas City?" And if you click on her profile, everything is just a repost. And interestingly enough, same with the other one, Mr. John B. It's all repost. He's reposting Wordle, which is a stupid game I never got into. But interestingly enough, they do seem to all fall on the same political spectrum. So this seemed to resonate with people who are politically on the left side of the political aisle or Democrats. You look at these reposts, they're reposting either businesses that they shill or pejorative things about the Republican candidates. I guess Trump is also a Republican candidate, the former president, Donald Trump. They're all pejorative memes about them. So the only people right now, again, this is a small sample size. I'm not saying everyone who likes Bud Light, all 18 of them, but the people who are having positive responses to the Bud Light, all they're doing, they're just people who repost, and they're all leftist. Like, all of the responses. So, again, I don't know what the demographics were for the original Bud Light sales, like, who bought them politically speaking. I would guess or venture to say more people on the right of the political aisle, but it seems as though the few positive responses they're getting are all from the left. So maybe they'll lean into that and try to get more of the sales on that side of the political aisle. Because, truth be told, they got to do something different, because obviously what they're doing is just utterly failing. But I don't know, as far as my 3 cents, I mean, it used to be 2 cents, but it is still free to click that subscribe button. I don't see Bud Light pulling out this tailspin or this nosedive, whatever airplane metaphor you prefer, but they're just censoring more and more and more. And everyone's starting to see it, because you can see they hide all these comments. Even the people who just posted just a picture of the competitor beer, even those guys are getting censored, including myself. So people know it's not an authentic post because they're just censoring most of the opposition. And again, the people who are posting a positive response, they're not getting any likes hardly. So it's literally like this guy said, let's get it. He got no likes. None. Goose egg. Even though 2,570 people saw his positive response to the Bud Light tweet, another one, the John B, he said, that's so cool. I got to collect them all. Go Bud. Which, again, sounds like a drone. That got 2,810 views. 0 likes. And that gal I was talking about, DD, asking, are the Missouri Tiger cans available in Kansas City? She got 4,241 views. So 4,241 people saw it. 0 people liked it. So the few positive responses that are starting to creep up to the surface, they're hardly not popular at all. I see, another one says, LSU Bud Light for me. They got 3 positives. And there's one, I gotta investigate this profile. A Greg L. Simmons posted a picture of a Bud Light in front of a Kansas, what do we call it? Wait a minute. In front of a Kansas University. And I count old Bud fan. And his profile, let's see. Repost. He's got to work at the school. Everything associated with his account has that little stupid eagle or bird, whatever it is. Jay Hawk. So yeah, Greg L. Simmons. And he did get 61 likes. He's got to work there or something. So I don't know. It seems like the only people that have any positive responses or are really involved are people who work there or the football fans, but really hardly anyone's gravitating towards their view. So needless to say, I don't think the Bud Light boycott is letting up anytime soon, even as they try to censor more and more and they try to plaster their logo on football teams from colleges. Needless to say, I don't think the sports ball season will be good for Bud Light. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in again. Again, we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of September. Actually, 4,000 if we really swing it. So I really appreciate you clicking that button. Also, taking the time to like and comment helps me out. Appreciate the feedback and insight you have with these topics. Love to hear about your experiences. Also, and lastly, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.